Abusiani Komo or Channel so ha AGH Politics Avenue. Podcast or trainer Mikusmiki headlines. Near Jembre, na EDB Exum, a Wahanidim Yahu Braxium, Mr. Oxeonia, Yumbo Imra a political highways in Ejedema and Yasem Koto Accra. Na a year National Health Insurance Authority, it me Ecopimu ewo a year Public Accounts Committee. Now, a day before Beba, a minister in charge of health, insist say yemfa the CEO of National Insurance Authority any day. Embra into atu sittings no asheda engo farembra ebaya papa eba bi swampa ni duru time ebetena se a betutu ma no papa no hwehwe ba bia hu na onia enye asem koto akra na yemonwram abra abedwafo eni abra onia enye asem koto akra yembo inra insimni.
All right, Honorable Minister, could you introduce yourself and your delegation, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Grace Ayensu Dankwa. I am the Deputy Minister of Health and the Member of Parliament for the good people of Esika-Dukitan constituency in the Western region. I'm here with my Chief Director from the Ministry and 2 directors from the National Health Insurance. Thank you. They will introduce themselves. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Desmond Boating, the Chief Director, Ministry of Health.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Richard Ajman-Bedu, Director, Budget and Management Accounting, National Health Insurance Authority.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Eric Owusu-Yeboah, Acting Deputy Director, Budget and Management Accounting, National Health Insurance Authority.
The CEO was here this morning, right?
Because he was the reason why yesterday we asked the ministers to leave and come today. So that if
Okay. Honorable Chair, he received the call and then he stepped out, so he said he will be coming joining us shortly, please.
Oh, this is unfair. This is unfair to the minister. Yesterday, the minister was asked about the CEO, and we said the CEO wasn't around. So then the committee suggested that the minister brings the CEO, and that is why the minister is coming here for the second time. Only for the minister to come again, and the CEO is not here.
Thank you, Chair. National Health Fund. So the auditors observed that payables amounting to 571 million. 249 Ghana cedis as at 31st December 2024 were not recorded in the gift mix. Can you explain why you failed to record all these amounts in the gift mix system?
Thank you. Are you to the Director from the National Health Insurance?
Honorable Chair, please, at the time of the validation exercise, these were transfers of funds due NHIA, and we have not received the amount, so we couldn't capture them in GIFMIS.
Can you explain again?
These were transfers of funds due NHIA from Ministry of Finance. So we have not received them at the time of the validation exercise. There was no way we could capture them in GIFMIS.
Auditors, can you explain the situation, because you have captured as observation here that they failed to record. But here, National Health Fund also explains that those funds have not been received. So why was this captured as an observation? If you can explain to the committee.
Honorable Chair, we received a letter from Ministry of Finance dated 20th February 2025, we showed the statutory...
Please, can you push the laptop towards you so
Sorry.
that at least...
We showed the statutory allocations outstanding to NHIA, and there were two in October and November. One is 133,962,368, 437,046,881. So if you put the two together, that is what is amounting to 571.
And NHIA, you did not record it in your claims or in your arrears or anything like that. Is that what the auditors are saying?
Honorable Chair,
Yeah.
we have recorded them in our arrears, but the auditors are talking about capturing them in GIFMIS, which we have not received any notice at that time to capture them in GIFMIS. Honorable Chair, let me state that, however, National Accounts has captured that liability in the National Consolidated Report.
We understand. Alaji Bawa will take care of the next one.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Minister and National Health Fund. The Ministry of Finance makes payments to allocates money to the National Health Fund. And by however, the review team saw that you brought a commitment of 1.2 billion as at 31st December 2024. Can you explain?
Honorable Chair, at the time of the validation exercise, the audit team requested for third-party obligation or liability. And this is what we gave to them, and there was no issue about it after the exercise.
Auditors, can you throw more light on this?
Honorable Chair, indeed, whereas the total amount we validated was 3.4 billion, which is statutory allocations due NHIA. From the side of NHIA, their own payables to third parties amounted to 1.2 billion, and that is what we have reported.
Chairman, I think that's all.
Okay, Minister of Health, you are discharged. You will hear from us through our reports. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Office of the...
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We are grateful. Thank you.
Office of the Legal Aid Commission, are you here? Clerk, administer the oath, please.
Say it and then say after. Sure.
I, Edmond Amakwe Foley,
do in the name of Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
Touching the matter in issue.
touching the matter in issue
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth,
The whole truth.
the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Could you please introduce yourself to the committee?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I am Edmund Amakwe Foley, the Executive Director of the Commission.
I'm Theodore Colley, Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, I'm Ofuriapel, Head of Internal Audit, Legal Aid Commission.
Honorable Chair, my name is Mubarak Seidu, Head of Administration.
Honorable Chair, my name is Sarah Ban, Head of Finance.
Honorable Chair, my name is Janet Ofori, Procurement.
All right. Your infractions on page 203, and Honorable Abna Osiasari will take that one.
Yes, legal aid. How are things?
Honorable Chairperson, we are managing by God's grace.
Please, we are being told that you processed a payable to the bank transfer stage without evidence of a contract. This shouldn't be.
Indeed, Honorable Chairperson, as you rightly say, it shouldn't be. But in prudence, when we realize that we will not be able to proceed, given the end of the financial year, this relates to our Takoradi office, the regional office for Western Region, the walling of the office. When we realized in prudence we didn't proceed, and we did inform the auditors that this is a claim that we would not proceed with because we had not concluded a contract.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Indeed, is the reason why it was rejected.
Rep from Ministry of Finance. Yesterday, Ministry of Finance was accused of always paying capital expenditure at the latter part of the year, and I was telling them that is not true. It is what you bring and the time that you bring it that Ministry of Finance will honor those obligations. You know the procurement process takes long, and so you start early so that you are able to utilize the funds that have been put in the budget for you for your capital expenditure. Otherwise, you have some of these things. So I wish you well.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. We've learned from that, and so subsequently we've been starting early. Thank you.
You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Minister of Environment, Science and Technology, please.
Go in the name of the order of that swear.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee,
Touching the matter in issue.
touching the matter in issue,
Shall be the truth.
shall be the truth, the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Could you please introduce yourself to the committee?
Good afternoon, Chair and honorable members. My name is Suebatu Adam, Chief Director of the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, representing the acting minister who is on another national assignment. We have his blessings.
You have a peculiar situation, so we will allow.
Thank you. My other members will.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. My name is Francis Sowe,
Director of Finance, Ministry of Environment.
Good afternoon. My name is Godfred Mode, former head of internal audit.
Good afternoon. My name is Frank Van Leer, former Director of Procurement.
I'm told Honorable Davis Opoku Ansan is your good friend, so he's compromised and he's not going to ask you any question.
The infraction is on paragraph 156, and Honorable Alexander Roosevelt Hotoje will answer questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, they embarked upon a transaction amounting to 381 million, and that transaction was not supported by any document. So they should speak to that for me. And the companies involved, their details are here. Ghana Oil Company Limited, AIA Commercial Ventures, the Fund Administrator, Electrical and Electronic Waste Management Fund, and one person called Cynthia Bediaku, and the issue has to do with an ex gratia. Thank you. Speak to it.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Please, I have here with me the Financial Controller who will lead us in this. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Indeed, this document, the one in respect of Ghana Oil Company and the AIA Commercial Ventures, these transactions were paid. In fact, so the list that we as a ministry submitted to the auditors did not include these figures because they had already been paid. That is 47,500 and then 47,998. In the case of the electronic waste, that was the salary arrears of the staff of electronic waste as they have submitted to us. However, when they met with fair wages approved, and what the fair wages did not approve, the difference is 236,500. That is what is there. So it was a claim, but fair wages, what has been approved, this is the difference. That has not been approved by fair wages. Fair wages has approved the figure they have submitted, but they have rejected this amount. And the amount that has been approved, finance has been released warrant for us, and they have been paid already. So this is not any claim now. And
we ain't some who team course or channel so. Mam ena wat so jemre. That's an so bad in the nubi edomiania. Unia, they will send Asia.